Here I'm going to very quickly show you how I used GIMP to create this simple vintage scrapbook page. Now before I started, I've already put copies of the photos that I'm going to want into their own folder, and that's just to make it easier to find them while I'm doing the project. And in this case I've created a square page, but it's just as easy to create a rectangle. So first I open GIMP. Then I click on File and Open, and I navigate through my computer to find the folder that's got the photos in it. And the first photo that I want to open is the backing paper or the page, and in this case mine's called pink patterned paper, and I double click on it to open it. And now I'll open the next photo. So I click on File, but this time I click on Open as Layers because I want to open a new layer, not a new project. So I'll click on Open as Layers, and you can see that GIMP's gone back to that folder, and I'm going to double click on Old Ragged Papers. And there they are on top of the pink paper. Now they're a bit small for what I want, so I click on the scale tool in the toolbox, and then I click on the old papers. Now if the chain isn't linked, I click on it to link it, and now when I drag the corners out, it should scale up in proportion. So I simply drag the corners out and scale it up. And then I click on Scale to confirm it. And now I'll open the wedding photo. So I click on File, Open as Layers, and I'll double click on Wedding Photo. Now in this case the photo is too big, so I click on Scale again to make sure it's still selected. Click on the photo, check that the chain's still linked, and this time I'm going to drag the corners in. And that's going to scale it down. And again I click on Scale to confirm it. And now I'll move that over. I click on the Move tool in the toolbox, hold down the left mouse button and drag that photo across. Now I'm going to give this photo a drop shadow. So I click on Filters in the menu bar and I hover over Light and Shadow, and I go across and down and click on Drop Shadow. Now if the dialog box doesn't appear, don't panic, have a look in your taskbar. In my taskbar I've got a new GIMP button and it's flashing, and if I go down and click on it, the drop shadow dialog box appears. And I'm just going to accept the default settings and click OK. Now I'm going to rotate that photo a little. So I go to the toolbox and I click on the Rotate tool. Then I come back and click on the photo. And now I'm just going to drag that top corner around a little. And then click on Rotate to confirm it. And next I add the ring pillow. So I click on File in the menu bar, click on Open as Layers, and again GIMP's gone to that folder still, and I'm going to double click on Ring Pillow. And now I'll move it, so I click on the Move tool again, then I click on the rose, hold down my left mouse button and drag it down to the bottom corner. And again, I'm going to give this one a drop shadow. So I click on Filters in the menu bar, and because I've recently used the drop shadow, I've now got a new button there, Repeat Drop Shadow, and I'll just click on that and it gives me an automatic drop shadow. And now I'm going to move the pillow. So I make sure that the Move tool is still selected, then I go down to the pillow and I'm just going to drag it up a little. Just enough to see the drop shadow quite clearly. And the last thing I'm going to do is add some text. So I click on the Text tool in the toolbox, and then in Tool Options, I click on the double A's to open the font menu. And I'm just going to click on Script Empty Bold. I'm going to change the size to 120. And then I simply click where I'd like the text to start and type it. And that's my page complete. So now I'm going to create a copy of this project as a JPEG in the Pictures library of my computer. And to do that, I click on File, and come down and click on Export As. Now I'm going to give it a new name. I'll call it Simple Wedding Page. I make sure that it's .jpeg, and then I just click in that name bar to confirm it. Now I check which folder it's going to, and if I want it to go somewhere else, I change it, but I want it to go into that one, so that's fine. Then I click on Export, and in the next dialog box I click on Export again. And I've now created a photo of this project, and it's in the Pictures library of my computer. So I can close this view, and I don't want to save the changes. So to do that, I click on File, Close View, Discard Changes. And I may as well close GIMP. Now just to show you the new photo, I've gone to the Pictures library in my computer. I found the folder, so I'll open that. And this is the new photo that we've just created. Simple Wedding Page. And I can now use this photo just as I would any other photo.